Did you know that nearly 300 million people worldwide are affected by depression? What if the signs are closer to home than you think? In today's video you'll discover 8 alarming signs of depression that often go unnoticed. Whether it's a subtle change in mood or a shift in your daily routine, these symptoms could be the key to understanding your mental health or helping someone you care about. Stay tuned because recognizing these signs could make all the difference. Most of us have at some point gone through some symptoms of anxiety and depression, at least in a phase of them, but some people experience it to an extent greater than others. We may have delayed getting out of bed for days, because we thought there was no critical reason to do so. However, this is an exact symptom of depression and anxiety, denial and reluctance to do anything. Some people are constantly sad, while others feel hopeless and disappointed, with remorse and guilt. Some others are always grieving, upset, or have many physical disorders. According to the World Health Organization, depression affects approximately 300 million people worldwide, from every social class and educational level. They are our time's most common mental disorders, with constantly increasing rates. Consider that 1 in 4 women and 1 in 8 men may experience depression during their lifetime. So today's video will shed light on the 8 insidious signs and symptoms of anxiety and depression, and the natural ways to deal with them to help yourself or your loved ones. If you are watching a video on your Healthy Zone for the first time, subscribe and press the bell to avoid missing the following ones. Sadness and anxiety do not necessarily mean depression and vice versa. However, if you stay long enough in such a situation, it will worsen or appear differently, because many complex and sad events can create depression. That is because they can completely change our lives. These events are a traumatic bereavement, separation or divorce, financial difficulties, bullying, parents' divorce, immigration, poor working or living conditions, side effects of certain medications, severe health problems, and vitamin B12 or B6 deficiency. In general, any event of increased stress in our life can cause us anxiety and depression. But let's see what the 8 insidious signs and symptoms of depression are, and how to cope with them efficiently. Number 1, there is no pleasure in anything. A typical sign of depression is when a favorite company, food or movie, but even some old hobbies, social activities or even sex, can no longer provide joy or pleasure. Also, the sufferer may not enjoy the company of other people anymore, nor have any desire to meet or talk with them. This applies even if they are loved ones, such as family, a relationship or good friends. Number 2, relationship or marriage disinterest. Depression also affects a person's relationship with a partner, intensifies fear, and can even destroy any emotional connection. It creates a defensive attitude towards each partner, and the relationship itself. As a result, suspicion, lack of trust and communication denial often develop, resulting in not calm and contentment, but constant worry. But depression can significantly affect the relationship or marriage, with plain indifference to the partner, while it also creates an apparent indifference to sex and any physical contact. When someone suffers from depression, they seek solitude more, and often feel unable to feel in love, while feeling little or no desire for sex. Number 3, sudden mood swings. Many people do not understand this, so they do not associate anger and irritation with depression. Mood swings, however, are not unusual in such a situation. On the contrary, some people with hidden depression may show irritability in noticeable or repressed anger, instead of looking sad. Everything can upset them, without them even knowing why. Number 4, insomnia or sleepiness. Sleep disturbances often characterize depression. Usually the person suffering oversleeps, thinking that in such a way they will escape their bad feelings. But other people may experience insomnia, because unpleasant thoughts do not let them sleep. They may also wake up in the early morning hours, unable to get back to sleep. Number 5, constantly feeling tired. Another characteristic sign of anxiety or depression is feeling tired and unable to do anything that used to please the person, because they feel drained. A lack of energy and a strong feeling of fatigue often accompany depression, and can even lead to excessive sleep. Some studies show that over 90% of people with depression have fatigue. Although we all feel tired sometimes, people with severe or persistent fatigue accompanied by additional symptoms may have hidden depression. Number 6. Appetite and weight changes. Another one of the insidious signs and symptoms of depression is the changes in weight and appetite. Numerous people suffering from depression turn to food to feel pleasure. Meanwhile, other people lose their appetite or eat less because of a low mood. These dietary changes can add to or significantly reduce weight. Dramatic weight changes, however, can make depression worse because it will further affect that person's self-esteem. Another cause of depression worsening due to weight loss is a lack of vitamins, especially B1 and B12, because both vitamins are vital for proper brain function. Number 7. Loss of concentration. A common symptom of depression is when a person drifts off during a conversation, becomes lost in thought, or shows problems with memory and concentration. According to a 2014 study, these difficulties in concentration and focus may worsen the social effects. As a result, it makes work life and personal relationships even more difficult. Number 8. Physical pains and health disorders. Depression and anxiety are mental health conditions, but can also have physical consequences. Besides weight changes and fatigue, other natural symptoms of hidden depression and severe anxiety to look out for are back pain, digestive problems, headache, and various physical pains increased, such as back or stomach pain. As I mentioned above, the ways of dealing with depression and anxiety differ from person to person. But how can we treat these mental situations, or avoid any similar issues? First, discuss this problem with the people closest to you, family or friends. As hard as it may seem, talk openly about the negative feelings. The more you externalize them, the better you can manage them. In addition, aerobic exercise like yoga is one of the best and most effective methods of treating depression and anxiety. Furthermore, you can see immediate results by running, walking, swimming, or cycling. These results are because the body temperature rises, releasing endorphins and norepinephrine, the happiness hormones. These substances help instill a good mood, boost self-confidence, and relax the body, brain, and spirit. Even 20 to 30 minutes of walking 4 to 5 times a week is enough to change your mood and reduce stress, and helping with anxiety and depression. Third, resist the urge to live in or remember the past. Constantly thinking about past friendships, how you used to be, how much money you had, or whom you dated, is all it takes to sink further into despair. The same mistake is to blame yourself, someone else, or the system, for how you are today. Accusations and reminiscing will not help you come out on the bright side of life. Stop living in the past, and use past mistakes as a lesson that you will not repeat. The signs and symptoms of depression are not only mental, but also physical. Both are considered severe illnesses, but we can overcome them helped adequately by family, friends, and specialist psychologists. But many people ignore its symptoms, and prefer to close themselves off. Unfortunately, they believe they can overcome this condition alone, without external help. Contact a mental health professional if you believe you or someone you know is suffering from depression or anxiety symptoms. The practitioner will help with their knowledge, making dealing with these mental issues more effortless and immediate. Depression and anxiety are mental problems that can be treated. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you return to good health and cheerfulness. So, did you know about the above 8 symptoms and signs of depression? Do you know any other natural ways to cope with it? Also, if you're curious to learn about a powerful drink that can bolster your brain health, reduce the harmful effects from exposure to electromagnetic fields, 5G networks, and wireless radiation, watch the video on the left. I wish you all the best, and until next time, stay healthy and keep exploring the wonders of nature's remedies.